This is Jamey Boyum in Kilgore. I'm here at Kilgore ISD with Charles Presley, who is the Director of Safety here at Kilgore, and obviously big concern these days. It's always been a concern, really. But you guys are trying to be a little proactive about this, and you have something new coming to all of the Kilgore schools, right?
Well, absolutely, Jamie. Safety's always been vitally important to our school district, but it's been more in, I guess, the media, and has drawn a lot more attention here recently in light of events that have occurred across our nation in the past few years, and even TA has recognized this. And so we had an opportunity to apply for a grant that could be used for some proposed safety standards and help you maybe harden your campuses from anything from new door hardware, locking mechanisms, possibly access control, numbering of entrances for emergency responders. And we had done a lot of those things already, fortunately, and our maintenance department's done a great job staying on top of our doors. We check them regularly. We make any adjustments we need to ensure that they are working properly and close as intended and lock behind them. We've reduced the number of entries that people are allowed to use on our facilities. All these entries are monitored, and we've even done a education for our students and staff on the importance of making sure that it is all of our responsibility to keep our students and staff safe at the facilities, and been very pleased with the response that we've gotten across our district. A possibility, though, TEA came out with a grant that would help supplement a lot of these expenditures, because it's costly to make improvements in a school district across 5 instructional facilities like we have here at KISD. But we applied for the grant, were awarded the grant, and we had decided to use the funds to purchase window security film. Some people will use the term intruder resistant film or forced entry resistant, but that's what the product's designed to do. Anywhere you have glass, whether it's a door, a vestibule, a side light, a window, the concept is to make sure that it's modified so it cannot be easily broken, and then allow someone, possibly an intruder, to enter your facility. It doesn't mean that the black glass could not still be breached, but it should definitely take longer and should not break easily. And this is critical because it allows time. While an individual is taking time to enter your facility, instead of gaining immediate access, you're able to initiate the correct emergency protocol, get your students, your staff to the safest locations they can possibly be, immediately notify local law enforcement and KISD security, and get everyone en route to the location.
Okay, and so yeah, I guess this film is it's just tough, and it'll hold the shattered glass together.
And that's
right?
the basic concept. It is designed to not allow glass surfaces to just shatter and fall apart immediately. The film applies directly to the glass surface, and then they come back and they've got a caulking system or an adhesive they use, and that is the key to the whole application, is making sure that they get it caulked right on top of that film, and then it anchors it securely to the window frame or the door frame, and then it becomes one solid piece. And so you can't even just break a glass and make it separate from the frame and knock it out, and that makes it even more difficult to force an entry.
Okay, and I guess the film will probably, for the most part, be put on the inside of the windows, so no peeling, in other words, right?
A lot of the application will be on the inside of the windows. There are certain applications where it may be applied exterior, and you have possibility in some instances even to apply a layer exterior and interior, depending on the specific situation and sometimes the type of window or glass.
Yeah, this isn't going to be cheap. There's a lot of windows at the schools.
Yes, we build schools today to be open and inviting, and architecturally, a lot of glass is typically used when they're built. So there's a large amount of surface area across all 5 of our instructional facilities. But we believe it's a worthwhile expense and just an additional layer of security that we can provide for our students and staff day in and day out.
Okay, all right, and I guess it's going to be at all of your schools, and you've taken bids for it now. I guess you've already got the grant, taken some bids.
We finished the bid process at this point, and we hope to finalize all POs, issue those, and have the project begin over the summer.
Okay, so by next school year, probably be complete?
By next school year, it will definitely be in progress. You know, it is going to take a long time to come in and complete 5 campuses, so it may carry over into the beginning of school next year, but hopefully early fall at the latest, the project should be complete.
All right, and I understand the grant was for about $250,000, and when the notification came out that you could apply for the grant, I guess you guys got on it pretty quickly, right?
Well, we did. You know, we started collecting the data that we would need and started looking at the requirements that money had to be spent on or could be spent on, and started checking off what we already had in place, and then started looking at other standards of safety that were recommended for the funds, and we decided that this would be the best use of the funds if we were awarded the grant to help increase one additional layer of security for our district.
Now, is the grant specifically for the film, or can it be used for other things?
It can be used for door hardware. It can be used for fencing. There's just a lot of different safety standards and criteria that could apply. We felt this was the best interest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. You weighed
KISD,
everything, and
we did.
And that was the best way to do it.
You know, it's what we felt like was our greatest area of need, and so we submitted the grant to be used for the purchase of security window film.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add?
No, we're just thankful that the grant opportunities were out there, and that we're able to just add one additional layer of safety. I mean, at the end of each day, the most important thing is that every student, staff member goes home safely, and hopefully this will help us ensure that.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jamey.
So, yeah, there you go. That's what's happening. Kilgore ISD, that's their latest security measures that they will be getting on throughout the summer. We'll have more later on KLTV 7 News and KLTV.com.